Beatrice's switch to Subaru's side, and Beatrice countering with the fact her relationship with Subaru was far better than whatever relationship Roswaal had with Mother.
For 400 years, she sat in a room that didn't exist, waiting for a person who would never come. We first met Beatrice as a cynical, I don't care gatekeeper who kicked Subaru out of her library every chance she got. But today, in 2026, Beatrice isn't just a side character. To the rezero fandom, she is the emotional anchor of the entire series.
More importantly than that, though, was the confirmation from both Subaru now had a second witch factor within him. Their discussion surrounding it was incredibly vague, but two lines in particular really stood out to me. The first was Beatrice saying how there should be other candidates aside from Subaru, and the second was Roswaal mentioning something about being overlapped. I couldn't tell you what any of it meant, but with Beatrice refusing to allow Subaru to gain any more witch factors, I'm assuming—
How did a character who started as a lowly trope become the most protected, beloved, and psychologically complex spirit in anime? Today we're looking at the Beatrice phenomenon and why her fans are the most loyal part of this community, I suppose.
that caution stems from Subaru being at risk of losing his identity. Whatever that risk may be. So long as Beatrice was alive, Subaru would always be Subaru. Now, the reason Subaru and Beatrice were placed on the side that needs protecting is because even with Beatrice, together their combat ability was only equal to Ram's. That's not to say that isn't still impressive, but when compared to the likes of Julius and Emilia, it was best to leave the serious fights to them.
You cannot talk about Beatrice without talking about Choose Me. Even years later, that episode remains the gold standard for character payoffs. Fans point to this moment as the turning point for the series writing. Beatrice wasn't just saved by a hero, she was convinced that her life had value outside of a contract. The fandom's opinion on her shifted overnight from cute librarian to the soul of the show. Fans love Beatrice because she represents the part of us that feels stuck in a library of our own making, waiting for someone to finally see us, not for our utility, but for who we are. In Season 3, the dynamic has shifted. The fans are obsessed with the contracted spirit era. Unlike Emilia or Ram, Beatrice's relationship with Subaru isn't strictly romantic. It's something deeper. It's a partnership of shared trauma. The community loves the Biko banter, that specific mix of high-level sass and absolute unwavering protection. When Subaru is at his lowest, Beatrice is the only one who can truly ground him because she's the only one who has lived through a similar level of eternal isolation. Fans call them the best duo in isekai, and honestly, they might be right. One of the most interesting things about the Beatrice fandom is how they've turned her verbal tick, Kashira, or I suppose, into a badge of honor. But it's not just a meme anymore. Fans have noted that in Season 3 her tone has changed. The I suppose used to be a wall to keep people out. Now it's a sign of comfort. The fans notice these subtle shifts in her voice acting. In the 2026, Beatrice is a masterclass in how to write a tsundere without falling into the annoying cliches. She isn't hitting Subaru because she's embarrassed, she's protecting him because she finally has something to lose. We have to address the elephant in the room, Puck. If you want to see a Beatrice fan get heated, mention her father, Waskanda. The general fan opinion has turned heavily against Puck for leaving her alone for 4 centuries. This has made Beatrice a sympathy powerhouse. The community sees her as the self-made spirit who found a family on her own terms. She's the underdog. She's the one who stayed when everyone else left. That loyalty is what makes her fans so defensive and so vocal. Ultimately, Beatrice is a character about the courage to start over after 400 years of failure. That's why we love her. She's not just a spirit, she's a survivor. But I want to hear from you. Was Choose Me the moment you fell in love with her character, or did it happen earlier? And where do you rank her in the best girl standings now that Season 3 has changed the game? Let me know in the comments, I suppose.